Was it murder or an accident? Millions travel on cruise ships every year. But here's a great question. Who has jurisdiction over crimes on the high seas? We're on board Royal Caribbean's Grandure of the Seas, and we're going to answer just that question. But the answer is a bit more complicated than you might think. So when it comes to stakeholders in criminal investigations on cruise ships, there are many. You have the sovereign nation from where the vessel is flagged out of or where it's registered. So Royal Caribbean's Grandure of the Seas is flagged out of the Bahamas. So the Bahama authorities would have primary jurisdiction. But you also have the country from which citizenship of your victim or your suspect is. So that could be really any country might have a vested interest. So as a U.S. citizen, the FBI would have interest in any cruise ship that happens or any crime that happens on this cruise ship. But you also have any port that it may be embarking from. So this one embarked from the United States. So the FBI, and we'll come back to them, would have jurisdiction over the crimes. But also is where is the vessel currently, right? Where does the crime happen actually? If it's within 12 nautical miles of the coast, then it is that country has primary jurisdiction over the crime. If it is outside 12 nautical miles, then you're in international waters, you're on the high seas. The cool thing is the FBI is actually really involved in taking ownership of those investigations, right? So they work with those other stakeholders to ensure that a good criminal investigation is actually taking place. One of the cool things that the Federal Bureau of Investigation does is they help teach cruise security managers how to preserve crime scenes, because it's not going to be the security team on board a cruise ship that is going to do the actual crime scene investigation. No, within the FBI, they're going to dispatch a team, right, to go out and investigate that scene and collect any relevant evidence so that a thorough and methodical crime scene investigation is taking place. So let's talk about some statistics involving crime on cruise ships. Between 2007 and 2021, there were 32 reported cases of homicide, suspicious death, and missing persons. The most predominant types of crime are thefts and sexual assaults. And with sexual assaults, there were over 180 reported in 2018, and 88% were actually found to be committed by crew members. Even with those kind of numbers though, the chance of being victimized on a cruise ship is still less than 1%. So cruises are incredibly safe. So there's the interesting fact over who has jurisdiction of crimes on the high seas. Thanks for joining me. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. It really does help the video and I appreciate it. I'm Zack Kowalske. Thanks for watching and stay curious.